Hi there. Thanks for coming to this 5-minute class. I'm Jennifer Croft and I'll be teaching you 10 tips for pricing your products. If you like this class, we have a bunch of other classes and free resources available at www.5minuteclasses.com. Okay, so tip number one, and this is probably the most important tip in the whole class, is to figure out how much it costs you to produce or procure your products. That's known as cost of goods, and I'm astounded that a bunch of small business owners that I've worked with in the past have actually tried to price their products without even really knowing what it truly costs them to either make those products or buy those products. So first of all, be really clear on that. Next, it's important to remember that if your cost of goods goes up, if you don't want the amount of money that you make at the end of the month to go down, you need to raise prices. So that's a good thing to keep an eye on. Sometimes those costs can go up without you really being aware of it. So keep an eye on your cost of goods. Next, as a tip for how you can price your products, is to bundle them. Bundle them into package deals for clients. And conversely, if you already have some bundles, you could also consider unbundling them, which would allow people to just buy what they want or need. And so both bundling and unbundling are really kind of marketing strategies. So two tips there. Another tip is to check out the competition, and I don't think you need to be doing this like every day or every month, but the more similar, or in some cases identical if you're a distributor, the more similar your products are to something that's already out there in the marketplace, the more you're going to have to keep an eye on this. And so after you've done your homework and checked out the competition, it might be a good idea to adjust your prices. And this could actually mean that your prices go up, that you haven't checked in a while and you didn't realize that there really is room for you to raise prices, probably without losing any business. Or you may have to lower the prices to be more competitive. I think it's a good idea also to price each product uniquely. So when I've worked with small business owners, I've noticed sometimes that they'll just take their cost and then they'll multiply it times this PAT formula, and that's what they charge for all of their products. And so as an example is you would take something that costs $20, you would multiply it times 3.5, which is $70, and you do that across the board. If something costs $10, you multiply it times 3.5, that's $35, etc. Even though this can be an easy, consistent way to do things, I think you're missing out on potentially some money because this doesn't really account for what the market will bear. So instead, I would urge you to look at pricing from what people will pay for that. And in some cases, it's going to mean that you can't mark it up as much as you'd like. And in other cases, you'll be able to mark it up higher than you might have thought. Here's a strategy too is to this is kind of the late night TV strategy, but price your products by payments. So instead of telling, I mean, you're eventually going to tell people what the whole product cost, but you're going to more sell it from how much they would pay per month. So in this example, they would pay $49 a month for 6 months, and that would help a lot of people think that they can afford it, whereas they might not believe that they could afford the $343. So pricing by payments. Another great idea is to offer sample or trial order pricing where you allow people to order something either at a discount or in a smaller quantity just so that they can check it out. And this is a great marketing tactic. It helps people try your products or without as much risk, basically. Again, from a marketing perspective, it would help a lot if you could offer discounts. And so here are some different types of discounts that you might offer, which would help you bring in more sales. And then the flip side of that is there might be some hidden profit centers in your business. And I say hidden just because they haven't been very obvious to you. But these are some things that you could start charging for. And if you added any of these, that money would drop straight to bottom line, which is always great. So here are some next steps you can take that relate to these 10 tips that we just talked about. And there are also some worksheets you can use. And we have a free newsletter that you can sign up for so that you can keep learning. And in the meanwhile, thanks for coming to this class and best of luck with your business.